Welcome, everybody, to the century mark of the DadBodd podcast. I am Guns Picks, joined with the entire family of the DadBodd podcast from the absolute start, from July 10th, 2020.
Yeah.
I am one of the hosts, the co-host, Guns Picks, and I'm joined with everybody here. I'm talking about at Punisher Picks, lockbets.net, and the Odds Fellow. I'll start with you, Pun, because you are unmuted. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, dude? All right, 100 episodes. All right, Odds Fellow. Truth Serum time, because it was you and I that started this thing. Did you think we would make it this far?
I didn't think we'd make it 10 episodes, but we did it.
I listened to our first episode a little bit today just to reminisce. We were not very good. But we tried our best.
But we had fun.
We thought we were good, but we got this thing rolling, and we've only grown and gotten better by adding guns and lock. So let's go around the horn. Let's introduce everybody to everybody, since we might have some new guests, new listeners tonight. This is the whole DadBodd's crew. What's up, Don? The clean look. All right, we got Lock Bets, Guns Picks, the Odds Fellow, and Pun Picks. That's your DadBods. I think we added. Did we add both the guns and lock at the same time?
Right around the same time,
It was close.
I think.
No, Lock started as an intern.
I started as an intern. So first and foremost, guys, I'd like to celebrate first and foremost and announce that Pun Picks and the Odds Fellow are the godfathers. You guys are the true OGs. You guys set up the entire world for us. And look at you guys. I mean, 1,600 followers. Some big time names. I don't have it in my video compilation yet, but guys, we had Trent, Book It with Trent on this show. And I said, Trent, can you do anything for us? If there's one thing you can do, can you do something to the Jets? And you know what he said? He said, let me sprinkle a little Disney magic on that jersey for you. The curse was lifted. The curse was lifted on this show.
God, that's a good memory.
We had a lot of good guests.
We had some great guests. Let's talk about some of those guests. Yeah. I mean, we had Megan Money before Barstool, which was an awesome guest and an awesome conversation. That would be good.
We knew Megan making money when she was making money, but not that real money. You know what I'm saying? We knew her when she was making money, but it wasn't that real skidole, if you know what I'm talking about.
That hot tub pick. We knew her before the hot tub pick.
What's your email again? Sorry, the intern.
Mine?
You can send your emails to gunspicks@gmail.com.
Okay,
Hotmail. At Hotmail.
What's your social?
Is that your OnlyFans?
What's your social?
That's where the OnlyFans money does go. Correct.
And what's your social, Guns?
At Gunspicks on Twitter. At Gunspicks Dick on
your social
OnlyFans.
Security number.
And my social security number is.
We'll cut that out.
So I guess that got cut out. I don't know what happened. My mic's not working properly right now.
Post production has.
All right, so we got Megan,
improved.
we got Trent. What are some other big time guests that maybe we launched their careers? G Unit,
The intern. The intern himself.
The intern
himself.
We launched into this.
I don't mean to interrupt you guys. I know you guys are reminiscing right now, but I did write a little bit of something.
Oh, so this is the Gun Show. I'm sorry. Let's all go on mute. Three,
No.
two,
Like,
one.
because you're basically like, I had an introduction to this one, and I wanted to kind of listen. I'll let.
I thought you were going to read a poem from Old Man Who Bets.
No, we're fucking
That's
around.
exciting.
Go ahead.
This is the last
Go
episode.
ahead. You did the preparation. Let's use it.
Okay.
Let's use it.
If it's fine with everybody in the group, because this is a democracy, it's not
Go ahead.
a dictatorship. But I wanted to present this properly.
All right.
So let's Maestro, hit the music.
this an in memoriam?
July 10th, 2020. Two young dads, one from New York, one from Oklahoma, decided that their love for KBO baseball and fruity vodka seltzers need to be expressed in podcast form. The two created DadBods. From there, the journey began. They found guests like Luck of Gibraltar, Ariel Epstein, Megan Making Money, Gilles Gallant. I said it right. Shark in Sports, now Shark in Sports 88. And of course, the best guest of all, Book It with Trent. Just kidding. It's Lock Bets and Guns Picks. Soon, they became one foursome, and not the fun way. A unit of beer chuggers, sports cappers, and gimmick makers. They capped with crowds and without crowds, but damn it, they capped. They potted so well, they grifted their way into a sponsor via a tweet from LockBets. And a seltzer sponsor at that. Shout out Viva Seltzers. One that pays them in booze and merch. We work cheap. From NFL leaderboards to 12-pack of holiday winners to the Bachelor Bird Box with myself and any dumb segment inspired while boozed up in the shower, this pod has had a run from audio to YouTube. We are the DadBods. Let's celebrate 100 episodes. And let's celebrate to 100 more. Cheers, boys. I love you to death. And God bless it to the DadBods.
Cheers, all.
Woo!
So I always thought that I was going to be a stand-up comedian. And did anybody else get like best man vibes? Speech is going a little too long. Kind of go like this. Oh, you dog. I'm just trying to get back. I'm trying to get back at Guns after he made me feel like an idiot for taking the New York Giants on an incredibly disrespectful line. So I'm waiting for the apology. When you're ready, I'll take it.
Okay, let me apologize like this, okay? So let's recap the DadBods Capper breakdown from last week, okay? So Guns picked Jacksonville Jaguars -3. Lock Bets picked the Giants +3 in a heated argument. But also, Guns Picks did pick Troy +3. So I made up for it. Thank you.
I like that.
And if you have that visual ready, I also selected the Green Bay Packers, if you do recall. So
did they win or lose?
They lost.
Covered the first half.
Yeah.
You know what that loser one reminds me of? A Debbie Downer.
I like to think that I also may or may not have taken. I may have saved Odds Fellow's dignity by telling him do not back Matt Ryan. Okay, so that's a win.
That's a winner.
And
yeah.
He's now bet. I don't think he's ever going to play in the NFL again. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
Matty Ice.
I like how CBS put out top 3 teams that are going to take Matt Ryan, and they put the Patriots. I'm like, you motherfuckers. We have 2 quarterbacks.
Put the loser down for that.
Yeah, let's do that.
So good.
Do that the entire time. Look up 100th episode. Look at us. We're doing it.
Look at us.
We got to take that away.
Hey, real quick. I love your speech. Guns. You left out one person that I think we need to mention who is with us from the start, and that's C2.
Yeah,
provided a lot of, and I know you didn't. I know you weren't trying to get everybody involved, but I wanted to give him a shout out because he's always been a great,
He made my short list of top moments of DadBods too, because of him wearing the Yankees hat, the John Olerud helmet in one of the shows. He made the short list for sure. Craig likes the new likes the new bit. So
I think C2 ate ice cream out of that later that night as well.
Yeah, he did. That was a Sunday show. I remember. I think it was just me, you, and
literally a Sunday show.
Yep. So I guess let's transition right now. It's like I guess we're gonna get to picks. Everybody that anybody's gonna be listening to, relax. We have plenty. I'll fire off as many as possible.
A couple tonight going off.
A couple tonight.
Islanders.
How about we do that? We're on time constriction. Let's just do the picks right now, knowing that we're probably gonna reminisce on some fondest memories.
Yeah, let's do it.
The DadBods history. So going back to the old bit segment, DadBods Capper Breakdown.
It is time for the DadBods Capper Breakdown.
Oh yeah. DadBods Capper Breakdown is sponsored by Viva Seltzers. I will read them properly when we go, but let's give out the picks right now. I know some time restrictive picks are going to be coming out right now. So if you're listening right now, Pun Picks has a pick for you, I think in hockey, correct?
Yes, I have a hockey play for tonight. It starts in 30 minutes. The Tampa Bay Lightning money line. I released -1.5 as a free play earlier today, but I'm officially on the Lightning as a game one chase play. On the Islanders as well, so hopefully they come through. But I got Tampa -140 this afternoon. Probably not that low anymore, but it should be maybe 150-ish. So hop on it, get you some late night hockey winner tonight. Does anybody else have anything going tonight, or is everybody else going later?
Tonight.
Go Tampa. Lightning.
Yeah, go ahead, Odds. You got one tonight. I got one tomorrow.
Dropped it earlier. I guess two. You can get both. One is always dicier.
All the picks.
But both of these went off in the Slack earlier tonight. The Miami Heat. I got it at -2.5. Line got steamed up a little bit, so I missed the best number. It's sitting at 3 right now. I'd still play it up to that. I think they're going to smack around the Trailblazers a little bit tonight. The Blazers have been good, better than a lot of people expected. Dame time still coming to play, but I like this Heat team to start off this road trip after a little back-to-back against Toronto. And kind of right the ship for their season, and a little regression on the Portland side. So short line, like Miami on the road. The other one, a road team getting points, half unit on this guy's the Lakers, +5. No Westbrook tonight. A little bit of a desperation back against the wall for the Lakers. Against a Denver team that's been good, streaky, very talented. I have high hopes for them for the rest of the year, but still trying to mesh all their pieces back together. A lot of guys that were hurt last year too. Obviously, I have the reigning MVP, an absolute stud in the Joker. But I do think LeBron, AD, and the Lakers show out tonight. At least keep it tight. So I like the +5. That's a half unit, -2.5, up to -3 as a 1 unit play on the Heat. So 2 10 o'clock NBA specials. One favorite, one dog. Let's have some fun.
Let's go. And I want to bring Rube into the chat. He's watching right now live. He's OG listener too, man. Let's call out Rube. God bless him, his wife, and his kid.
Some people will call him Ruben.
When we started this, he was not a DadBodd.
Ruben. He was not a DadBod, and I think he was a single man when he started with us. And actually, he had like one of the most monumental moments in the history of our Twitter group with his what did he try to do? He did like 20 beers and like he did 20 chugs.
He was
something like that, right?
I believe the word you're looking for is fanny pack. He was a fanny pack man.
Well, before we get into the greatest moments of DadBodd's history, we have a very special guest that just joined us right now, and he is a recurring guest on the DadBodd. You may have seen him on the Hustle Show on YouTube, on Wager Talk. He's a recurring guest, as I said. He's an absolute legend, and he's the brother of our sponsor, Viva Seltzers. Bring it up, Chris Thurston, CT Bets. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for joining us in the inaugural 100th episode of the DadBods podcast.
Fellas, how we doing? It's excuse me, it's good to be here. Guns, just to let you guys know, gives me the late notice about 10 minutes before tip that he wants me on. I had just finished the hustle, got to the bar, was having a Viva and a bite to eat, and I said, there's no way I can miss this. I got to get back to the studio and see you guys. So congratulations, and glad to be here, boys.
Look at that dedication. Love
That
it.
dedication. I didn't
That's
think he was going to
phenomenal.
make it. I thought he was going to actually call in and I'd have to put the phone to the mic. And that's pretty much what I'd have to do.
The only person that doesn't make this podcast is one of the hosts, and his name is lockbets.net. Okay. There's nobody else that's allowed to miss this podcast. All right. CT Bets. He's a man of his word. Okay. Come on.
Lockbets isn't regular season. He's playoffs. That's what he is.
CT
He's
Bets
he's
is on
E.T.
like
Allen
Tom
Iverson of this
Coughlin
podcast.
time. All right. If you're on time, you're late. If you're 15 minutes early, maybe you're on time. All right. So let's not pretend that CT is going to do that nonchalantly. All right. Come on. I'll be you.
CT, actually, one of my I have a top 5 moments of DadBods, and your hula made the list. Actually, was on my short list, and I didn't know if it was my hula or your hula. So
your hula was pretty good. I remember that one.
Yeah, that was from November 20th of 2021, and yeah, that was a good one, and it was very inspired by you. So thank you.
Clip.
I mean, I gotta roll the clip. I'm gonna have to scroll unless you can scroll down the DadBods Twitter and find that one. It's November 21st, 2021. I did not clip that one for the show.
By episode 200, I want to say roll the clip and it to roll. So what needs to happen?
Yeah, that's.
Alexa, make it roll.
More interns.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we need interns for this show.
Yeah.
But
You guys
CT
really
Bets
had it made with that one intern that drank too much and had really bad facts. The one kid who didn't have like any kids, and he may have had a slight drinking and gambling problem. Do you remember that guy?
Patrick. Yeah.
Oh, was it lockbets.net?
no,
back?
Patrick. No, Pat. No,
Oh,
Pat.
Pat.
That's
Pat.
different from Lock.
Was it Patty J? Okay.
It was bet the goal.
CT, I do have a few questions regarding your order tonight. You learn a lot about a person between the ears. What's he ordering? What's he ordering? If you're like, I'm assuming you got steak, maybe a cocktail. What'd you get tonight?
Well, I had a few Viva Seltzers, right? And I was going to go with the steak tips, but it said the chef's specialty pasta on the menu. Asked what it was, and the waiter was like, you know what? Just trust me and get it. And it was a nice pappardelle pasta with some chicken, broccoli, and sausage with red sauce, and it was phenomenal. So went with that. Watched a little bit of the NBA game. I'm not a big NBA guy, but the Nets were playing, I guess. Watched a little bit of that and had a few, and then I started watching you guys on my phone. I was dying laughing, so I was like, I got to get back to and get on here. So here I am now.
He liked the new loser winner bit, so
that was pretty good. I was laughing
Thank
pretty hard.
you for that, CT. That was my one question for you. Thank you for that.
So CT, for the people that are viewing the show right now, any picks that you have for this weekend, college football or NFL? I mean, what are you thinking?
Yeah, sure. I'll give out my best bet, which it has moved a little bit. I tweeted it this morning because I thought it was going to move, and it did. And it's actually Thursday night football, and that's the Bucks. I bet it this morning plus 1.5, but I'm totally fine with -1. It's been a wild NFL season so far, as you guys know, and not sure if you guys know this, but this weekend coming up, right, week 8, there's only one game that has 2 teams with winning records. Do you know what game that is?
Oh God.
Two teams with winning records.
Yeah, that's it. And
I know the Jets have a winning record, but they're not playing each other.
Who's Tennessee playing?
They're playing the Patriots.
No, Tennessee's playing the Texans.
Nope.
You were talking about this game earlier, Locke, a little bit, or this team.
Oh, those New York Jets.
It is
Yeah.
the Jets?
No,
Oh,
it's
Jets
Giants.
Pats?
No,
No,
it's
wait,
the
Jets
Giants.
Pats?
It's the
Oh,
Giants.
yeah,
Seahawks.
the G-men, baby.
God,
Yeah.
who would that?
Kind
that's
of
a
wild,
weird
right?
fucking game.
It
Yeah.
doesn't really have anything to do.
No, but absolutely wild.
Just throwing it out there. It's kind of crazy. And Thursday night football tomorrow night. Talk about two teams that have underperformed, and that's the 4-3 Ravens and Brady and company at 3-4.
CT, you actually stole the words out of my mouth because I was gonna talk about this game. Do you want to talk more about the fucking Ravens? We keep picking them week in and week out, and you know what they're doing? They're letting you down, right? Tom Brady has already let down multiple people, especially his family. He's done letting anybody else down.
I agree, Locke. 2 weeks ago, I gave out the Giants as my best bet versus the Ravens, and I talked about how I was really high on this Ravens team, like a lot of us were, right? A lot of us that kind of know what we're doing, we were really high on or like to think we know what we're doing, right? We're high on this Ravens team, and they just really haven't been impressive, and they're lacking the usual weapons that they used to have and they're blowing leads in the fourth quarter. And it's just not the typical Harbaugh team that's used to fighting and clawing these wins out. And we're just not seeing it at all. And then before this line flipped, right, to the Bucks now are a -1, and I'm seeing -1.5 favorites a couple different places here. Just to let you guys know, this is the first time in 28 regular season games that Tom Brady has been an underdog at center for Tampa Bay. I absolutely love this spot for him this weekend or this Thursday, coming in as a home pup after getting blown out by the Panthers. Tom Brady's dead again, right? How could you back the Bucks? Well, I want to back the Bucks in this horrendous team that's playing right now. The wideouts look terrible. They're going to make some adjustments here, and this is just the perfect spot for him to come out and make an absolute statement, prime time. And I think the Bucks are going to get it done. I feel like they're going to handle things very comfortably here. And this is going to be a different Tampa Bay team tomorrow night than we saw this past Sunday that we've been seeing in the past couple weeks. So best bet for the sake of the show is Tampa -1.
Just bet it. I just bet it. -1. Let's get it.
That's because you still love Tom Brady.
Well, who doesn't?
Good point.
I wanted to follow up too and ask you because
Does anybody have a point here?
Yeah, I do have a question. No, just because I know CT, you're in the contest too. I was lucky enough to get out to Vegas and then use the same Winner Circle proxy service you do.
Nice.
Those guys rock. Give them a shout out. They do a great job with Circa Sports Million and Circa Sport and the Survivor contest. But in the Million contest specifically, my group started out pretty hot. First quarter we were doing okay, right? Couple 4-1s and I think 2 3-2s. Very much in the mix. It's been tough sledding already here in second quarter for us. How are you guys doing? How are you guys adjusting? Like you said, it's a weird season. How's that affecting you in the contest?
Yeah, I mean, great point. Odds. We haven't been doing that great. I'm partners with Trig. A lot of people, including yourself, thought that was our entry that cashed there.
I started hitting the DMs and I was like, oh man.
Yeah. I wish I could have responded and said it was. But it was a good friend of ours who we had signed up, and Trig has a small piece of that, but it's mainly our friend Danny. It's we started off pretty good, like you did as well, and we were right in the middle of the hunt there. And last week was terrible. This past Sunday was my worst Sunday that I've had all year.
Yeah, me too.
I wasn't crazy about the card.
Yeah,
but it was, and while on the what guns, a lot of sharp guys that I'm friends with. It was a pretty terrible Sunday for them. If it makes you guys feel any better, all my loser friends from home, they're telling me how it was their best week ever, and how did I lose? And the games were so easy. So
I scroll through the guys that like if I'm on the same picks, I go, oh, who I feel comfortable, and those guys were all like, I got murdered, I got killed, I got crushed. I found the clip, by the way, of the hula. If anyone wants
nice.
to see this one. All right, hold up. Let's see if this
Toss the clip up.
All right, I'm doing it right now.
Hey, Guns, you mind tossing a clip up?
Yeah, let's do it. Here's a clip.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We call that victory formation for the boys. We're doing the hula. We're doing the hula. Shout out CT Bats for the hula. Shout out to the Hustle Podcast. Shout out to DadBods for the pick of the day. Utah -3 hits. Join me on the premium plays. If you want to hit that up, hit me on GPO lock.
And there it is, folks.
Oh, that is beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, I had a few beverages. I won't lie.
Sure. I usually do when I do mine as well.
And when I say beverages, it was probably Crystal Light. No, not really. But
Well, all I know is definitely wasn't the clean, crisp taste of Viva Tequila Seltzer. Viva
It was
Tequila
not.
Seltzer. What do you always say? It's the spice of life.
There's a subtile.
And also, Guns, while we have CT, can we just go over that one word that you can't really say great, but we're going to give you a
Artisanal.
pass?
artisanal.
Artisanal.
No, it's
Artisanal,
subtle.
I thought it was.
It's
Is it
No,
artisanal?
it was
Subtle
art-
and
how do you-
artisanal.
You're right.
It is
Subtle
It's how you read it.
and artisanal.
Yeah,
Yes.
artisanal. Yeah, because you know why? I'm a math guy. I'm not an English guy. All right.
Oh, I know.
Like
I know.
you make
I
money.
know.
You make money by knowing.
Oh,
math.
you don't say.
make money knowing English.
You don't say.
Listen, if you have a biology problem, physics problem, geometry, you go to Gun.
All right, CT. We have a jam-packed show. I'm glad you joined us, though. I appreciate it.
No,
You are
thank
always
you,
a
man.
recurring
Thank you,
guest.
thank
We'll
you.
always get invited back through 100. Just tell the people where they can find you, and we'll go from there. Let's go.
Oh, love you guys. Thanks for having me. You can find me at CTBets16 on Twitter, Tuesday nights on Sports Map Radio, 8 to 10 p.m. And then on the Hustle Show Pod at Hustle Show Pod every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. So appreciate you guys. You guys have become good friends of mine. Guns, I know my brother just sent you some more Viva. It wasn't a lot. But he told me to tell you he's getting another package out soon. He apologizes. Just things are ramping up a little bit. So he appreciates all you do for sure.
Yeah,
Keep
no
drinking
worries,
them.
man. I'll know, when I get anything from you guys, I'm like, oh shit, this is great. This is awesome. Yeah, you guys are the best. Always a sponsor of this because you got.
I'm gonna have to take you offline. I'm taking you offline, all right? Because we're at to talk separately because I got cut off like fucking 6 months ago, and it's bullshit. So.
No, then blame me. You don't blame them. You blame me.
No. Oh, sorry. I should have prefaced it. I blame Guns 1,000%.
Yes, I do owe them a shit.
Guns the other
I
day,
do.
and
I understand. And
we're
we're
shooting the shit. Me and Guns are shooting the shit, and he goes, "Oh, dude, I just got a brand new package from Viva." I go, "Oh, did you?"
And then I had to look. I go, wait.
Remember,
a
he's a
second.
math
I go,
guy, not a
get all
shipping
sent
guy.
to me. Shit,
I
can't
forgot.
drink all
I
these.
forgot.
He's a math
It's
guy,
still there.
not a
Don't
shipping.
worry.
He's a math guy. He's a math
You're
guy.
fine.
He's a
You're
math
fine.
guy.
We'll make sure we get some more out to you guys. All right.
Thank you,
All
CT.
right,
See ya.
CT. Thank you.
Thanks,
bud.
I will say one more thing. I've been giving friends on the golf course, and they fucking love it. So,
Awesome. Great to hear.
Spread the word.
Hey, cash them this weekend, guys. Good luck.
Yeah, let's
Cheers.
go. Thank you, CT.
Thanks.
All
Way to
right.
go.
Now, back to picks. Lock bets. What do you got this weekend?
oh man. Well, CT did steal a little bit of thunder, and I have to call out my good Craig Thompson. Craig challenged me this morning, and he gave me that age-old question. He said, I don't know if I want to pick shame him, but he was all over the Ravens. And I said, Craig, we're not there yet. I have to sharpen the pencil. We're not there yet. And he respected
He's listening,
it. But,
so give it to him.
yeah, no, he respected it. But the thing is, like, Lamar Jackson's not putting anything on tape right now that I can get behind. And quite frankly, the last 3 games that he's played, especially versus the Browns, he should have lost outright versus the Browns last week. And that's no joke. I don't think this team is built, and Harbaugh has always had this offense that could be good. They could be elusive. They could be great. If I'm going 2 inconsistent teams head to head, I'm going 2 inconsistent teams head to head on a Thursday. Okay. This is not a Sunday at 8 p.m. This is a Thursday night football game on Amazon. Al Michaels in the third quarter is going to be celebrating for a touchdown.
Go ahead.
I got to take
because he's got money on the other side, right?
Right. I got to take my boy Brady. And you know what?
No, because he hasn't called a touchdown all season.
I love how the public is not really biting on either side, to be honest with you. I mean, you look at the bets. I mean, they're slightly outweighing the money for the Ravens. And the Buccaneers are kind of just staying steady. But meanwhile, they're getting points with a little bit of a line movement. So I'm all over the Bucs. And you know what? I love putting some money on Thursday Night Football because, listen, boys, at the end of the day, we got 4 more days to make that money back before you pay your bookmaker on Monday.
What I like about Lockbet's hat, and I just want to make a comment about this real quick. He looks like he's sitting in the Super Bowl in the late 1960s with Joe Namath, like fucking just ripping apart the Kansas City Chiefs.
Is that
like that hat
corduroy?
reminds me of that?
Is that hat corduroy?
It's corduroy. It's got to be.
Hey, pun. This is 1,000% a corduroy hat.
Oh,
I have a good Joe Namath story. If you want me to tell it real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. No, yeah, go ahead.
So he was in the office at the old day job, and
did he want to kiss you?
Yes. Leaned right in.
Humble brag.
Humble brag. The day job. He was in the office. Broadway Joe himself was in the office. My boss has the signed picture of him sitting in the fur coat right on the sidelines. It's a nice sign. Sits right above his desk. So he comes in to meet my boss, and he walks into the office, and he looks up, looks at the picture, looks back at my boss, and just says, "Oh, the silver fox." Huge smile on his face. Which I had never heard.
I don't care if
that coat referred to as the silver fox.
Wow.
Did he go? I don't care if the team is struggling. I just want to kill you.
All right, guys, can we just lay off Broadway Joe? Okay.
I know he's
Love
a
him.
hero. All right, so I got
last time the Jets were relevant.
So now we're going to college.
Oh wait, I did have one more.
Yeah. Throw it in there.
Oh yeah, throw it. All right,
Go ahead.
So my sec lock of this week is none other than Guns Picks' favorite fucking football team, the Jacksonville Jaguars, -2.5 versus the decrepit Broncos. I hate to say it, but Vic Fangio, it was always Vic Fangio. It should have been Vic Fangio. Unfortunately, the Broncos got this one wrong, and I think Russell Wilson's going down with the ship. This team is abysmal. They stink. They're so. With that being said, that's going to be a 1-unit lock on Jacksonville. Also, I have not thought of an NFL team in recent memory that's been this close to the prom, this close to the dance, playing good football and not getting wins. Travis Etienne has finally been unleashed. James Robinson coming by way to the New York Jets. I think this offense is maturing, and I think Doug Peterson is still a good football coach. Jaguars, they cook, they will cash, and I will go on mute for 10 minutes.
Are you sure you make that pick after hearing what Russell Wilson did on the flight over?
I will say
you cap what he did. I saw the video, and I'm pretty sure he said it was an 8-hour flight, but he did 7 hours of cardio, 3 hours
Yeah.
of sleeping, and 2 hours of watching film.
He said while everybody was asleep, he was in the aisle doing up downs or something. I don't know.
They must fucking hate that guy. Like,
I mean, what a cheese ball. I mean, everybody's like, who is this fucking idiot? God.
we should get him on DadBodd.
Sierra needs to
I watched a couple Russ clips, like his recent stuff, and that is exactly what I thought. Is like he's perfect for DadBods. He's such a fucking he walked in there with like New Balance Monarchs with the socks pulled up over his calves with jean shorts. He looked every bit of the dad.
When somebody asks me now, I have an answer for this question. When somebody asks like, who's your like white whale guest? It's Russell Wilson. Right?
Oh.
That's
what
like
would you get? How would that
if
interview
we get
go?
Russell, the podcast ends. We're done.
It would die in 5
our-
minutes. Like what?
We
like,
served
I
our.
don't, I don't know what to ask anymore. It's like he's giving.
To
us
be honest, I
nothing.
still
All right,
think
let's-
Mike Gundy would be like my guest that I'd like to talk to, and I feel like it would only be fair for me and Pun Picks to take that lead. I don't know how you guys
Yes,
feel about
I agree. I think that's fair. That's
I'll work on Gundy. You work on Russ. Lock. Okay.
it. Okay.
Divide and conquer.
Guys, would you guys be completely shocked if we found out like 4 years from now that Russell Wilson's a Scientologist and like he's like deep in the church? Okay, I'm gonna go on mute.
No, I want Matt McConaughey
shocked.
so bad, and I would just go, "Hey Matt, what's up?" And then I would just turn my mic off and walk away, go take a piss. Just let him go. Yeah, that'd be a great podcast. I just let him go for an hour.
Hey Matt, why can't your Longhorns win?
All right, I haven't given a pick yet. Let me give my pick.
Go ahead, Guns.
Football. We're going to Thursday, which is tomorrow, 10 p.m. And we're going to the Pac-12, Utah versus Washington State. And I'm going to be rocking Washington State plus 7.5. I think it's at plus 7 right now. Still a good number. And this is a big play for me. This is, normally I go 2 units, but this is 2.5 units. Washington State coming off back-to-back road losses versus USC, Oregon State. Two good home teams altogether, losing by double digits in both contests, and they're coming off a bye week. Utah on the other side of the spectrum, coming off a big home win over USC, 43-42, after a road loss to UCLA. They're coming off a bye week as well. So both teams coming off a bye week, so there's no extra prep on both sides of the ball, but they're coming off of two different mentalities. You got a double loser from Washington State and double-digit losses, and you have Utah coming off a big win over a top 10 opponent. If you want to go into the statistics a little bit, Utah is 0-5 straight up and against the spread as a road favorite in 9 points or less. I think that's an interesting stat. But if you actually look on the other side of the ball for Washington State Cougars, as a conference home dog, 9 points or less, 5-0 ATS, 4-1 straight up dating back to 2017. While Utah is a good home team, they are not a good road team. This season, they are plus 3-point differential on the road, and they're giving up 243 yards per game in the passing game. Versus conference opponents, they give up 297 yards per game in the passing, and they are 1-2 straight up on the road. So Utah State is a better team at home than they are on the road. It kind of all predicates towards the against the spread mentality, plus 46 net yards at home, and passing, they put up 306 yards per game. They want to pass the ball, and they're going to pass it against a weak-ass Utah defense. Triple revenge spot for the Washington State Cougars. They lost the last 3 matchups versus Utah, all on the road, by the way. They had to play Utah 3 back-to-back games on the road. Now they get them at home for the first time. Home team is 6-3 ATS and straight up in the last 9. So it all plays into the part of taking the Washington Cougars. You get them at plus 7.5, plus 7. It's all good. Might as well sprinkle in the money line while you're at it too. This is a Thursday night special, and everybody's going to be dumping their money on Utah after what they saw against USC. Give me the Washington State Cougars plus 7.5 as the play. Bang.
Buy low.
What'd you
We
say?
did have a question in the chat.
Pizza
Guns,
money
too.
on the pizza money.
Oh yeah, let's put that up about BYU and
Yeah, we should get your hot
ECU.
take for Friday if there's any lean worth a look.
So BYU is just a regressing team. I don't know what's going on with that team overall. They lost to Notre Dame, of course, in a neutral site, and then they back it up with an abysmal performance the week after. Now you seeing them sitting at, I think it was like -3 or something like that. Eastern Carolina coming off a monster win over UCF last week too. After winning in overtime but not covering. So they're kind of playing. ECU is kind of playing red hot in this spot. BYU in a short line. I lean BYU. The problem is I just don't trust BYU. I just think this team is just not as good as what people thought they were going to be. They were highly overrated in the beginning of the season. They've regressed dramatically, and now they're sitting in a complete regression, and I don't know when it's going to stop. So for me on that one, I don't even want to take it because I just don't trust BYU in any spot now until I actually see them perform in a positive manner. I don't know what's going on with that offense. I don't know what's going on with the defense. I think
their schedule is just fucking brutal, man. I think they're just they don't have really any letdown spots in that schedule. They're just they're playing Power 5 after Power 5 after Power 5 decent.
Well, they're independent.
Teams.
That's how they're going to have to play. It's just no different than Notre Dame.
Well, I mean, you would know. Yeah, you would know.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Guns would know.
He would know.
I look at every schedule. I look at every game, and it's exhausting. I stay up all night.
That explains a lot, Guns.
Look at me. Who's the ugliest guy from the neck up on this podcast? It's me. Okay.
No.
Come on, guys.
From the neck
No.
I'll fuck everybody up in this. From the neck up, I am fourth.
No.
I am fourth by far. I am fourth.
Come on, guys.
Dude, when you talked about your skincare routine the other day, come on. Dude,
I rub mangoes on my body.
His skin hasn't seen the sun in years. So,
yes.
Guns, what's up with the hat? The hat is very. Gotta give it to you. Very.
I send signals on my picks.
It looks like a travel lacrosse team's hat.
Is it? No. If you try to get listen, depending on what part of the country, if you're trying to buy team hats, it's kind of funny because you can get the real boxed flat brim hats with a lot of the popular teams. Right. But if you start going deep into the well, like the North Texases, the Tulsas, like they're fine.
I could have gotten you. I could have sent you a clean Tulsa hat. I live in Tulsa.
Come on. This is the best one I could find. I like this hat.
You couldn't find a corduroy. You couldn't find a corduroy hat.
I mean, we're not living NFL life here. It's
not 1983.
I wish they made hard hats with just like you just get like the Tulsa or something like that on it. All right.
Now you look like one of those idiots that Baylor.
John, do you have any way of playing that? Didn't you?
No, like on my phone. I work on the Samsung Life, so I'm Droid. So like I played one of the clips.
Your Dropbox, would that help?
You may be able to share it on here if I give you permission, right?
We got lock bets going full YMCA on.
Now you're gonna look at IT DadBodd.
Here, how about this? I'll start playing it.
GLFG for the odds fella.
I mean, if you put it up to the camera, it should work. I mean, it's gonna look like shit, but I don't know. Unless you send it to me in an email or a clip or a drop.
I'm just entertaining all these two idiots figure this out.
Do we have any more guests, Guns? Do we have any more guests?
Now, there's guests coming, but they're coming like periodically. So I don't know when they're coming.
Are they coming or are they just breathing hard?
Okay. Well, let's skip that one for the sponsor. And speaking of sponsors, let's get into our ad read for Viva.
This podcast is sponsored by Viva Tequila Seltzers.
This podcast is sponsored by Viva Tequila Seltzers. Viva Tequila Seltzers is a refreshing and drinkable hard seltzer, 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and 4.5 ABV. Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebrations as it was created for the active lifestyle in mind. Viva flavors their tequila perfectly because flavor is the spice of life, and they like their drinks with a little bit of a kick, just like they like to live their lives. Viva flavors perfectly with their artisanal Blanco tequila for a subtle and refreshing drink. Their belief is to live long, live well, and live it up. Hashtag Viva Up. And make sure you check them out on Twitter at Viva Seltzers. And I turn my head for 2 seconds and I lose to co-host. So
You got me.
Let's talk memories as the way.
Before we do that, if anyone's got live books up right now and they're watching, I think the Nets plus 8.5, plus 9.5, a decent live look with 4 minutes to go. Game might tighten up a little bit, but the Nets clearly can't finish right now. They were winning before, but here we are.
All right. Craig says Islanders.
They're rolling.
They're rolling right now. All right. So I want to get into what made this show great, what made the moments of this show fun to listen to, fun to watch. I think I will start to my left and go with pun while I be right back.
What is he? Is he tossing it to me for something?
Yeah. Memories.
What am I supposed to be
What
doing?
worked for you on the
memories?
show. Yeah.
So
Man,
pun.
Go ahead,
Me
go ahead.
and Guns talked offline, and we decided that you and Odds have to take this one. So we'll be back.
Don't put baby in a corner. Well, I was thinking about this today, odds. And I think one of my favorite memories was the DadBodd's 12-pack of winners for Christmas. Where it was a lot of work, but it was just us two at that point. These guys were guests. These guys were pickers.
They came
And
on, right? Yeah.
Right. They came on and gave place. So we had 12. We had a 12 days of Christmas promo, but we did 12-pack of picks for Christmas. And we had, we tried to have a pick every day for like the holiday season. And then we put the videos out, edited it all, got people to come on and give picks. And we had a lot of I don't know how we did on the picks, but we had a lot of fun doing it.
That's the thing. It was never tracked.
Do you remember that?
The original. You talk about the original 12-pack, right? Yes,
the one you were, the one before you joined the show.
Yeah. So you had me.
We had
my pick hit.
We had you. We had Mike
Locke.
Calabrese from the Action Network. We had
Yes.
Ariel Epstein. We had
Vivo.
We had a couple tandem picks. I think Luke did an audio.
Yeah,
or a
original
pick with
Luke.
somebody.
Original
Before
Luke.
he sold his
Original
account.
OG Luke.
We had
Who's
Vivo.
back, by the way?
The kid from South Carolina. Will.
Oh, Will the Thrill.
Yeah.
Will the Thrill.
Oh,
Is he
Will
still
the
around?
Thrill.
Yep.
Sharky came on, of course.
John Ryan.
John Ryan.
Yeah. That was a good crew.
Lockbets did one.
I was actually
I
I'm
think
glad you brought that one
Old
up.
Man came on, didn't he?
Yep. Yeah. Well, he did a couple things with us. Yeah. I think that and just all those promos were fun. Just promos, ways to get different people, faces involved. Like that was the best part.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We started out really not knowing what we were doing. We still don't know a whole lot about what we're doing, but at least there's 4 of us, so we can put our heads together and hopefully one of us knows.
I remember the first time I was on your guys' podcast, and like I'd never been on a podcast before, and you had me on, and I think it was college football talk, and I took an abundance of notes, and I never used them, and we were just talking about picks from week 0 or something like that. I think I did pretty good as far as the picks went for that week 0. That was kind of my high point. Is I think I went 5-0 or something like that week. But there was one pick that I remember is I took UTEP just because of the point swing went from minus 20 to minus 27. And I was like, I was buying the plus because the line already moved out of the fucking realm of buying it at that point, just because the sharps moved it a certain angle. And that was my angle. I was like, that's like, I remember that. And then I remember doing a beer chug for Notre Dame on the.
I wish we could
that's the other thing.
I wish we could get organized enough to do like a daddies, like a Grammys or like the Dundies. Call them like
a daddy. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like,
and have like pick of the year, chug of the year. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that for the 200th episode.
I'm actually trying to find my favorite 12-pack video. There's one that I had like probably 10 that I thought
from the recent year.
From the recent one, when we actually had YouTube.
Yeah, that's the problem. Thank God a lot of the old footage
got a lot of like Lock Bet's memories too. He had some great chugs. Those twisted teas that he used to chug.
Oh my God. I feel like do we not record many of these episodes? I looked on YouTube. I can only get down to episode 62.
You had to go like right. Go ahead.
No, you have to go back. You have to go to like Spotify or something to look at all, because we only started YouTube at like, I don't know, episode maybe halfway through.
They're probably on my hard drive. They're on my laptop.
But yeah, we have them. So we have the videos because we did them on video, but we didn't put them out.
Little known fact too. We'll share this 100 episodes in. We own some intellectual property.
Big time intellectual property. You want to share it?
Yeah, I forget the domain names, but I think we own 2 seltzer
reviews
domain names.
I think it's rateyourseltzer.com.
It's something like
reviews.com or something.
We'll figure it out. We'll tweet.
Guns, do you have the emails I just sent you?
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
So the one that
yes, I do. Yes, I do.
The one that is entitled the first one. That should be played first. And if you could put it on loud volume, and you have to tell the crowd that this is big.
All right. I am pulling it up now.
And odds, get your Kleenex ready, pun. Get your Kleenex ready, and more importantly, Craig, get your.
Luckily, Locke, I keep Kleenexes at my desk. Don't ask why.
That's a DadBodd move.
Okay. Is this the one that has the dad? It says during quarantine 7/9/29.
That's it. It looks like Spotify. It's about like a minute long.
Yeah. Let me share this.
Everybody mute and put the volume up.
All right.
I just like watching Guns' eyes during this.
Yeah, I get really intense when I'm like, all right, here we go.
All right. I'm on.
All right. Tell me if this is it. It's not playing.
To DadBodd podcast. What's up, everybody? Welcome into DadBodd.
Volume. Hit the volume at the bottom right.
For 2 dudes.
All right, just start. I would say start over and make sure the volume's all the way up. Guns, you got that?
Yep.
Into DadBodd podcast. What's up, everybody? Welcome into DadBodd, your inaugural podcast kickoff for 2 dudes, 2 dads, and a couple of gamblers. You know, just here to bring you the bets, the banter, some of the dad jokes, probably a lot of things you're going to regret listening to. But I'm the odds fellow. A lot of dad jokes. I'm the odds fellows. And we also got with us at Punisher Picks. I refer to him as.
Oh wow! Do you get the whole clip? No. That was it. So what's the feedback off that? What do we think? Do you think you think the DadBods have improved?
I think so. The bad part about that was not take one.
Right.
Wait, you guys did more than one take on the first one? While I'm going,
sure we
welcome
did.
to everybody, but
I didn't have enough energy. There's not enough energy there.
No.
granted that was pandemic odds. And so I don't. When was the first episode that I was on? I couldn't
probably-
listen to that.
It was probably early.
I don't know, man. I'll have to
Top
look.
20? It had to be top 20.
You were on very early. We got better, and we got better quick.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna put that out there.
is there any other moments that you have? I have a few clips for mine, so I can actually play for the people.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Hold on. Let me get these in order. So, not in any type of order, by the way. I pulled up like the ones that I remember, and I guess I'll start with lock bets. Lock bets basically gives the best questions on the podcast. Like he thinks about stuff that's completely out of the box, and every time I love him for interviews because even if he doesn't know the people, like he always comes up with the right question. And he comes up with questions like, even if I like do hours and hours of research on people, like he will always be ready to go in a moment's notice to come up with a question. But in this case, I wanted to make sure that I picked a question that for a guest that he was passionate about. And as everybody knows, at least anybody that knows in the DadBodd's world, Lock Bets is a golf. He loves capping golf, and he has two guys that he likes that for capping golf. It's Brian Kushner and Jeff MCG88. Two guys that are really good at capping golf. Beyond, and of course, Lock Bets leaves when I do this, but I think he's trying to reset his computer. So this one, I'm going to share with you guys right now is probably one of my favorite questions that Lock Bets has ever asked for a guest. And as I share it right now, he asked a question about it was during the Masters episode, and he asked a question about basically, I'll just leave it at this. I'm just gonna play this for the people and let it rip.
Would you rather get married on Augusta's grounds and have 100 of your closest relatives there, or play a 9-hole twilight at Augusta by yourself? 9-hole at Augusta, easy. No brainer, right? I'm a bachelor like Jeff.
Yep. I agree.
Would you rather get married on Augusta's grounds and have 100 of your closest relatives there?
So that one right there, and I remember Pun was like, "Oh, such a good question." It's the biggest F Marry Kill of all times, especially if you're a golfer fan.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What would your answer be, Guns?
9 holes.
The wedding and the pictures would be something. Would be really sweet.
That'd be good, but I'm kind of selfish at the same time. I probably just want to play 9 at Augusta.
You can do a little ninth hole at 9. A little ninth hole at 9 action at Augusta.
Just because, like, you're walking by yourself, you have the place to yourself, you can just hear like basically nothing.
My score would be so bad, though. So bad.
Well, your score is whatever you say it is. You're by yourself.
Sure. Good point.
Yeah, I could tell him I hit -4 on that one.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know why Tiger was complaining on the 4th hole. It was like, because I nailed it. Like birdied that one. It was easy.
It's an easy game. It's an easy game. Do we have any more guests? Or are we gonna roll some videos?
Still waiting with the queue, but I have more videos. I have more clips.
Let's do some videos. Let's roll some videos. Where did Locke go?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did he have to do a full reboot? Odds?
He may have to
He didn't
control
say.
delete. So
he had to do a full refresh.
Yeah, it won't work.
I'm getting worried. I'm getting worried about him. How's KD? Looks mad on the bench over there.
Not good, man. They can't. This team does not know how to finish fucking games.
Well, I have another one.
Sounds like
I have another
Predators.
clip I can roll.
Let's roll it. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
So as I bounce around from Twitter to YouTube, because finding the clips and Lockbets is back. I just gave you accolades, Lockbets.
Well, you know what? The best accolades are the accolades you don't hear. The best accolades you hear are when nobody's looking, right?
Yeah.
Or no. What is it? A true testament of a person's character is how they behave when nobody's looking. So I wasn't looking, and everybody was behaving pretty damn good.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up the next one for you guys. This is maybe a pat on the back to myself for
Try to
creating a
blast the
character.
volume if you can.
I'm going to. So this is a character that I created on the fly, and this is kind of like my drunk shower bits that I try to create on. And this, if you recognize the hat,
I had this on my compilation, but I couldn't send it to you. So I like this.
Okay, so I went on a really good streak of creating this Schwami character for college basketball.
Oh, I remember this.
And I called it Gunstradamus. And basically what it was is I would call out a Saturday play on a Wednesday or Tuesday, whenever we did the podcast. And all I would do is I would just put on this hat that I found in my kid's costume pile, and I would basically put this character on, and I think he's undefeated, and I stopped it. I think I stopped it when he was undefeated. But here's the clip of
Hey, Guns, before you do this, why did you stop it? Did we make fun of you? What happened?
I don't know what happened. It just stopped. And it may have been a loss. It may have been who knows.
Can I inquire what you do with that shower cap right now?
It's not a shower cap, by the way. It's like a 70s retro hat for a kid.
Oh, it's one of those things. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You should know what kind of cap that is. It's similar era to the one you're wearing.
So let's just play the clip and show you what Gunstradamus was. I may bring him back for college basketball. This is a pretty interesting guy.
Because this is the I'm seeing got a vision. I'm seeing yellow. I'm seeing purple. Wait, am I seeing purple? Yes. Definitely purple. I'm seeing an animal. Is that a cat? No, it's not a cat. It's a dog. No. It's a tiger. It's a tiger. Yes, it's a tiger. Is it Auburn Tigers? No. Memphis? No. Wait, I recognize that accent. What? Oh, I'm seeing beads. LSU. Yes, I see it. LSU. They're playing the Alabama Crimson Tide. They're playing at home. Yes, this is the one. This is the one that you take. LSU, any line on Saturday. They're playing at Alabama. And if you know LSU just played a absolutely electric game that came down to 2 possessions. They screwed up. They took a shot with 13 seconds left. And Arkansas, a very hot team, came down the court.
All right, you got the gist of it. But that's Gunstradamus in his rare.
I vote we bring Gunstradamus back.
Guns. I want to say that play lost.
That's probably what killed Gunstradamus.
I think it was. 'Cause I was on the same play, and I remember Gunstradamus, locks, no way we can go wrong. And
that's probably
the shower cap disappeared.
I don't want to hog the mic. If anybody else,
can you queue up the clip I just sent you? It is it's one of the OG dads.
Okay.
I believe I believe I described the clip in the subject line as rock
It says Pun Rocks. Is that the one?
Oh yeah. Pun rocks.
Okay.
All right, guys. Everyone, buckle your seatbelt up.
How drunk was
A
I?
little
drinking?
backstory on this. This is the first 10 seconds of one of the DadBods episodes. Obviously, I was not on it. I may have been an intern at the time. I may have been a college student, but there was no intro. This was the intro. I can't make it up. So sit back, relax, turn the volume all the way up because you're going to want to see this.
Hang on, I'm trying to open it.
And in other news, I did make like a 5-minute clip of the best moments on YouTube, and I'm stuck in the Superdome still, and I just don't have great Wi-Fi.
We could have ended with that.
Odds. Before we go, I mean, we're talking NFL a little bit here. 3 weeks ago, or I guess it's 2 weeks ago now, Guns asked me a question. He said, what are the 2-2 teams right now that could really go on a run? And I went on a limb and I said, it wasn't a limb. It was very confident. I said, the Tennessee Titans right now are a very alive 2-2 team. I believe my words may have said it would not surprise me whatsoever if they run with this division. And if they end up being, 10-6 or 10-7, 11-6, what have you. What are you thinking about the Titans, the disrespect versus the Houston Texans this week? I will hang up and listen.
Oh, baby. Short line, huh? No, here's the problem. They
Short line. It's literally telling you to come through the door. Saying, come on.
Take me, and then Davis Mills, take all my money. The Texans have been feisty. Their last few weeks have looked a little bit more of like what we thought they might be. But I think you were spot on with the 2-2 analysis and looking forward because Vrabel knows how to beat these teams and navigate this division. And that might be all he has to do. He doesn't have to win pretty. He doesn't have to win big. He doesn't have to win outside the division. If they win these division games, it probably doesn't matter. They own the Colts. They should beat the Texans, and the Jags can't get out of their own way. So do I like that line? Would I back Tennessee this week? Probably not. But I don't think you're wrong for thinking about them on the division odds. What's the future market represent? Same thing. They got to be the favorites right now, right?
Well, now it's way too late. But
yeah.
When they were 2-2, I was seeing like plus 600, like plus 450, plus 550.
And the Colts were probably still favored. Colts and Jags, right? Yeah.
I mean, we could go on another conversation, a whole nother podcast about the Colts. I mean, was it the owner? Was it the coach? Who thought it was a good idea to get Carson Wentz, Phillip Rivers,
and Matt Ryan?
Who? Tell me. Because that guy needs to be fired.
It's awful.
I'm having trouble with this one.
You know what? Just do the Jets formula. Just wait 25 years. 25 years for consistency. I mean, obviously Rex Ryan brought the Jets to back-to-back AFC championships. But is it consistent? Did you see Mark Sanchez as sticking around for 10 years?
It was a formula, though. Formula worked.
I feel like they had a nice 6 or 7 year consistent run there.
Yeah. No. It was a 2.5, 3 year run. Yeah.
Okay. I thought they
which included 2 AFC championships.
Yeah.
I thought they had a nice little run with Pennington too, didn't they?
No.
I thought they
were winning 2 AFC championships, so they were in the Super Bowl.
No. I just
it's not working, Locke. Like every time I try to play it, it just says error. So, and then all right, Craig gave me the score for that game. It was a push, so I didn't lose.
Nostradamus went out on a push.
He lives, and he will.
Guys, are we hiring An analytics guru? Could we get Craig as like analytics team?
Can we get
He
Craig as an
DMs
intern?
me. He DMs me all the analytics. I
Craig,
can't
will you
post
intern for us?
Craig, are you willing to come
Yeah,
on?
Craig may
as
intern
the-
with us.
Hit
as
the like
fifth
button.
screen?
Hit the like button if you will.
I think Craig's in.
He's in.
I'm gonna play. I guess I'm gonna play another clip.
Go ahead.
This is one that I liked because it kind of brought what the DadBods are. We're Americans, right? So we had Locke of Gibraltar, who is a friend of the podcast, friend of the show, and he is the Ryder Cup guru. He's also a good golf capper too, as well. And we had him on to talk about the Ryder Cup, and he annihilated the Ryder Cup in 2021 when we had him on. So I want to give him the proper accolades as a guy that has come on our show, actually come on the show before Locke and I were even on the show. I guess Locke was the intern. So I'm going to share this with you guys right now. And this is a favorite moment because it made me stand out of my chair and it gave me goosebumps.
One more play. Get your lighters if we have them, folks. Get your lighters. No, they can't. They can't take that away. Let that fade out. Let that fade out. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Goosebumps. Goosebumps. Oh, yeah, I got him. Oh, yeah. The last play. Team USA to win the Ryder Cup by 4 to 6 points. I alluded to it earlier. That's plus 400. Got a full unit on that. That would be a rout, and that is what's coming, quite frankly. I might also dabble in Team USA to win by more than 6. It's going to be a rout. Wow. USA rolls. That's the card. I'll have much more coming throughout the week, but that's the pre-pony card.
That was a round, by the way.
Was that a winner? A winner? Was that a winner?
Craig,
A winner?
Craig,
That was
final
and
score.
he did the alternate line too, and it won.
Hit that winner button.
God,
I think on
miss
that
Locke.
one, yes.
I miss Locke of Gibraltar.
So meaty.
So
We need Locke of Gibraltar back.
yeah, we'll have all I have to do is send a DM. He'll be back.
Right,
Boys.
right. I
That's a
feel
good
like he's on to bigger, not probably better, but I feel he's got to
he'll
come
come back.
back. He's got to come back.
He'll come back.
He always
He'll
comes
come
back. He always come back.
He loves the dads.
All right,
bring
Doug.
him
I sent
great
you another
luck.
video. Come on, give me some love here.
Yeah, I'm gonna check. So filibuster until I get it loaded up.
These
here.
Vivas are going down way too smooth, by the way.
How'd you get the Vivas?
He hoards Vivas.
I always keep a few for special occasions.
Is this a hostile? Is this a hostile takeover? Is like
I go to my local Viva store and buy them.
Do you get Vivas in the store?
What's your favorite flavor of Viva? I'll go first. We'll say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Watermelon.
Huckleberry.
That was my second.
Watermelon's my top 2. Watermelon's very good.
Yeah.
The grapefruit is probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
But
grapefruit,
that doesn't mean I don't like it. Let's
just don't
be
love
frank.
it.
Let's be frank.
Lock bets. I'm telling you, you may have to like pull up your fucking phone and play this shit because nothing is working.
All right. So should we do a little test run? I'll play the video.
Go ahead.
And if it works good, we'll play it. If not, then we'll bail.
Or just share your screen.
Well, it's on my fucking phone.
Let me. Can I give?
It's not going to work
him
with
rights?
your green screen.
Hold up.
It's not going to work on your green screen.
Yeah, it's not going to work on your green screen.
You're going to have to take the Superdome down. It's a nice little library you got back there.
Thank you.
This is as unprofessional as it gets. God damn it.
Hey, shut up.
I know. It's my fault. I have a shit computer.
We'll figure it out by 200.
All right. Ready?
Go ahead.
And we also got with us at Punisher Picks. I refer to him.
Hold up.
Are you just trying to embarrass us? Is that what you're trying to do? Embarrass our old show?
Yeah, I think this is a good ball busting segment.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Podcast kickoff for two dudes, two dads, and a couple of gamblers. You know, just here to bring you the bets, the banter.
Me suffering through this again.
Probably a lot of things you're going to regret. But I'm the odds fellow. A lot of dad jokes. I'm the odds fellows. And we also got with us at Punisher Picks.
No.
Just put it away a little bit.
Take it away, baby. What's up, Oz?
Perfect.
Welcome to the DadBodd podcast. Tim.
That was the first one I played. That was the first one. Go to the next one.
On the spot.
Oh, I got it. Here we go. I got it.
Lockbets is running the show. It's the Lockbets show. Let's go.
Going and glad to be here, man. I love the ad there for Viva.
Follow the Action Network. Hit the notification. Turn that shit on. And check them out on Apple.
I'll hop on this again anytime. Like the shit is so fun to make. Like tomorrow, now, like if like someone cancels, like, and I am like, I don't need any notice. Like you just need like, yo, if someone canceled, you want to hop on? Like if I'm in the gym or whatever it is, like let's fucking do it. Like I'm not like, let me check my schedule.
All right. Text him right now, Gun. See if he'll come on.
2023, the Guns Refund Show. Here we go. All right, we'll see you. Welcome to the DadBodd podcast, Taylor Mathers. What?
Get fucking caught up in some shitty situations like that. So yeah,
And I know.
So we got to get that back.
Follow the act.
The strength of this team is the three top rushers are back. And
All right, part 2.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
College Football Breakdown, episode number 2, Big Ten edition. And we are going to break down the best of the West. And then we're going to get into some picks at the very
All right. I'm gonna release it on TikTok probably tomorrow or something, but I took a few hours of my life to find the best of the best. And I gotta tell you, the rock, paper, scissors shoe versus yourself was 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
Guns had no idea you were doing that.
You walked in. I was just waiting to see if he would ever figure it out.
Guns, he was playing rock, paper, scissors by himself. He was asking to play against you, but you were like, and welcome to the DadBodd podcast.
The worst part to ever do that is in the intro.
Cousin Brucey.
Because
But
I'm
also
thinking
there was
about
no
like
intro
what to
then.
say.
I don't know
With
why I
that
was
one
doing
video
that. I think
clip
it was
with
pretty funny.
That would be a good
fun.
see like I didn't understand what that was, but like that would be a good TikTok clip. You're right. That would be absolutely perfect. And then just put the comments in there as like Pun playing rock, paper, scissors by himself because Guns is an idiot.
Well,
Like, just call me
also,
an idiot.
Winner.
Winner. So if you guys do have vision, and for the 2 followers that are watching right now,
3.
The first clip is gonna be episode 1. We don't know what we're doing, And then the last clip is going to be the Vegas refund saying, I'm going to come on this show no matter what, no matter where. Just fucking text me.
Hey, you mentioned intern, by the way. And guess what? We have an applicant. So we need to hit up Vincent.
Baby.
Hey, Vincent, DM me at Gunspicks, and we'll get you straightened out, buddy.
Well, we're taking interviews.
Or one
right
of these
No,
guys
no,
here.
actually, DM
No.
Lock Bets, our old intern.
Yeah. Right now I have about
And then he'll-
55 resumes on my table, but give me a 20-second clip of why you deserve this job. Send it to me on my Twitter machine. DM me. And at the very least, I'll buy you lunch.
There you go. Lock_bets on Twitter. Give him a follow, then DM him. Everything goes through him. He is in charge of finding the intern because he is he's the, what would you call him? The intern supervisor.
He's the intern's boss.
Yeah. And by the way, Craig brought up a good point. Largest margin victory in Ryder Cup history, also called 19-9 USA. And
wow,
that was like one of the major hits.
Europe was a loser.
I have a few more fun clips if you guys want to indulge the
let's do it.
Is Craig
celebration.
still watching? Is Craig one of 3 watchers right now?
Craig is as good as it gets, and he's a member of
I
our,
will
of our
entertain
Slack.
myself. All right, Lockbets. We've already had
we
these
know
discussions.
this. We know this,
and I basically talk to myself and I laugh at myself as I go along.
I told my girlfriend today's therapy. I had like the worst day at work today, and this has made my day. This is why I keep coming back. This is therapy. So for anybody at home, if you're down on some bets, you're down on life, just fucking hop in the chat and let's fucking talk about it. Right? Come on. Come on.
So I would be remiss if I didn't bring up this clip from what we called the I don't know if we called her the queen of the DadBods at one point. It's really hard to get her on the show because she's become big time as far as the content is concerned. But Taylor Mathis did come on the show. She came on with me and Pun. We did interview her, and I can't remember who brought up this question. I think maybe Pun did. So credit to him for this one. But he brought up her DMs and any famous. Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't remember. Whatever.
Yeah, maybe. I think. Yeah, I don't know.
So we asked her if she had any famous DMs, and she brought up a good one. So give this one a listen. This is Taylor Mathis talking about some of her famous DMs.
I didn't listen to the whole podcast, but you know, I'm sure within the gambling Twitter community, you guys must share like DMs that you guys get from one another. I would, but the one that caught my eye is the one that you told the story of Jonah Hill sent you a DM to ask you over on a date. What was that about?
Yeah, I got actually the funny thing is with me with Twitter, I just started Twitter I've had Twitter, but I never used it until I really gotten into the gambling space. So I built my following only over the last couple months. Instagram is where I have my giant following at. So that's where I will get the most DMs or crazy things people will send me. And one time I happened to look at my DMs and I went to my requested and it came up on my top requested somebody with the little blue verified check mark and it said Jonah Hill. And I was like, what? I was like, there's no way that Jonah Hill messaged me. And I look at it and it was like, hey Taylor, I think that you're beautiful. Would you be down to go on a date if I fly you to LA? And it was typed out. And I was just like, this cannot be real. So I wrote back, I don't think that this is real. This is probably fake. He sends me a video message then. And he was like, hi, Taylor, it's Jonah. For real, it's me. And basically asked me out on a date if I would fly to LA. I did not go. But everybody goes, why did we go on a date with this Academy Award-winning actor? I don't know. I have another good one for you guys that's funny too. Is Soulja Boy, the rapper, he's another one that literally never leaves me alone.
We got some good intel.
I hang out on a weekly basis, and I never respond to him. But he's another one. He seems nice.
Those are the ones. You never know what you're going to get out of an interview sometimes, and like you ask the right question, and all of a sudden it stems off to something else. So like that was kind of like one of those interesting ones that and Taylor's one of the nicest people on the planet. Like I've tried to get her back on the show a bunch of times.
Have
it's
you?
So hard to get her. Oh yeah, no, we text a lot.
Well,
no.
Sorry, guys.
How much is a lot?
Let's slow this down. No, it's all like, hey, can you come back on the podcast? But
so you text. No, you text.
No, keep going. Go ahead.
No, I'm just digging a hole. Fuck it. I'm done.
Do you text or does she respond?
She responds.
Oh, okay.
With or without emojis?
Without emojis. I don't even do emojis. I just go, hey. I was like, we want to have you back.
We haven't gotten her back.
But problem is now Wednesday she's Sports Grid, so it's like real tough. Like
I have to follow up with Steffi Smalls. Steffi, if you're watching this, we're gonna follow up. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's
this is your follow up. Is that your follow up saying that you're going to follow up? Or are you?
Well, yeah, she's gonna watch it. So I mean, obviously it's gonna go viral right now. Like, come on, let's go.
She's locked. Yeah, she's with LockBets.
She's locked in. Guns, I sent you a clip. I know we're running really over right now. By the way,
wrap it up.
odds. I'm waiting to hop on the Lakers. I'm trying to get them like 7 or 8. Is that possible, you think?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do something stupid. What have they done? 4 or 4 right now?
I'm sure they'll do something stupid.
Something stupid?
No NBA lead is safe.
No. Well, I tell you what, a quick shout out. I will say, guys, if you're watching right now, I know we have about 1,000 in the room right now. Sharks
millions.
Sharks and Sports, was it Shark Sports 88? Dude, he's crushing.
He's
fucking
relatively new.
Vincent
he's relatively new to Twitter.
I will say that.
Shark Sports 88 is relatively new to Twitter, but he has a hell of a following.
Dude, last night I tailed him. I mean, pretty blindly. I hate the NBA. Over in the Dubs game. I mean, that hit by a mile. And then I tailed today versus it was the Timberwolves first quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won by 10. I mean,
hey,
not to give free advertising
winner.
out, but come on.
Did you pair it with my first half bet, or did you just ignore that on Slack?
Oh,
I looked at your Slack channel today, and I did not see anything.
It's there.
What?
What time did you post that? I put this in at about 4:45.
You posted the Heat. Yeah,
the Heat was in early, and then I added the other two probably around 6, maybe.
Oh no, yeah. I did not see that because I checked you first, and there was nothing yet. So I probably put it about 3:30, and then I just tailed Lakers. So listen, DadBods, come on.
Well, maybe we can get Sharky 88 on the show sometime.
Yeah,
John, could you get Sharky right now?
I can DM him. I don't know if he'll respond back, but I can try.
Okay. Is it time to?
All right. Yeah, I got your video locked and ready to go.
Okay.
This
is for me. This is for me, guys. I know I'm not an original DadBodd, but just appreciate it for what it is. I've tried everything else under the sun.
Is that the intro? All right. I can't maximize this, so I'll let it run. Let's go.
Real quick. Yeah. A lot of people ask for an autograph for a podcast. I just need one favor, okay?
Yeah.
I am a lifelong Jets fan, season ticket holder, and I have my Jets jersey here. Mekhi Becton. Can you please give me the Fade God magic?
Yeah, I'll sprinkle a little Disney Channel design here on that jersey.
Because whatever's been going on beforehand, it has been working. I think you're the kryptonite, and we appreciate it. Trent.
It worked. It worked.
Do you realize
It did work? How did that work? How did that work?
No, because I'm taking a different approach to you three motherfuckers. You think it worked because that team is in second place.
No.
They're playing well. Mekhi Becton did not suit up this year.
Yes. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Craig. Craig's our analytics guru.
Shit. No
Yeah,
shit.
but odds.
Did you hear what
odds.
he said?
Yeah, he said he's
maybe that's the
he's like
reason,
either-
though, Odds. Maybe that's the reason.
He had to get Becton out of
Disney
it.
channeled.
Yeah, we can't have
Mekhi
everything.
Back to
No, we cannot have everything.
You sacrificed
Mekhi Pfeiffer.
your left tackle for this.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
If it works. If it works, it works.
Odds. You're an analytics guy, and Craig, you're watching at home right now. I want someone to pull up the success rate on a first-round draft pick for the New York Jets.
Oh, it's poor or a best.
You understand that the league average, in my opinion, is probably 72 to 78% success rate. The Jets are at a 18% rate. 18. So if you want to tell me that Mekhi Becton was a anomaly and he was cursed by Trent in order for us to get here,
it worked.
I'm all on board.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, I think Guns is taking us into his call.
I have to go. Guns is. We're looking at his Christmas presents right now. I see.
Well, before you go, I was going to make everybody give us a Super Bowl winner. Now that we're a little further in.
Okay, I'm in.
Maybe you're still going with your pre-season pick. Maybe you're not. Who you got? Then you can leave. Then you can be excused.
Who's going first?
Well, let's let Locke go because I know he's got to run. Then we'll wrap up.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah. After you.
I had a very strong pick in this conference in the division. I said that the Vikings would have the most regular season wins, and I also said that they would win their division. I like them a lot. Like them a ton.
All right.
With that being said,
not the Vikings.
So, for some reason, I was looking at my clips and I was like, "Oh, I lost my I think when Lockbet sent me the other clip, my other favorite clip, and I'll just say it verbally, was VR talking about his ass tattoo about the New England Patriots. That story of him drunkenly going in to get the tattoo was after they were down 28-3. So like if they come back and win this game, he said, "I'm gonna get an ass tattoo," and he went and followed through with the bet, and he got the tattoo, Super Bowl champs 28-3, and he's got it on one of his cheeks. So great interview with him. Probably our biggest views on at least not only live but on Twitter. We had 5K on that one. That was a big interview for us. But that's gonna do it for
wait,
episode. I thought you had something else, Locke. Hold on.
You walked up. You walked.
We were just staring at your Christmas presents. Staring at them. I was on the floor.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
We're doing a quick Super Bowl pick, and I'm not backing down. The Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings. You heard it right there.
Plus 1,600 out there, I think, in some markets.
16-1. I love them. I love the Titans this year. I still think the Titans cannot be beat on offense with Derrick Henry running the ball. They cannot. And then the last but not least, I am fading every single veteran quarterback to win the Super Bowl. Somebody will win the Super Bowl that's over under 25 and a half years old, other than Kirk Cousins, obviously. But
Right, Jeff.
yeah, the mic is done, and believe Pun has the floor now for the Super Bowl
Bills.
champion.
I am taking the Bills.
So, Bill, so you're taking the favorite. You're still taking the favorite. I like that.
Yes.
Oh, he just
Thank you.
left.
Thank you, Locke. He had a run.
Okay.
I think the team I'm highest on right now, that's in a little bit of a rut, is the Niners, plus 1,500. So I'm in the lock range. I think that defense, when healthy, is very good. I think the weapons are enough, and I think the Christian McCaffrey trade eventually puts them over the top. They got to get out of this little mix right now, though.
You want me to pick a Super Bowl guy?
Throw it in there.
Denver Broncos. I'm kidding. I don't pick this early. I will say
Eagles.
this though. One of my picks this week for the Circa Million show is going to be the Houston Texans plus 2.5.
Yeah.
So I'm taking.
I didn't know
that.
the line until he said it, and when I peeped at it, that's tough. It's a tough spot.
Yeah. So if you want to grab that now before it drops or goes up, whatever, that's going to be one of my top plays this week. I think it's perfect against the Tennessee Titans. So.
Yep.
Is that episode 100? We got anything else to bring to the table, boys?
That's it.
I want to say this to Punisher Picks and the Odds Fell. Thanks for bringing me into your DadBodd's community. Thank you for allowing me to commandeer or at least rent your space. Because this isn't really mine. It doesn't feel like mine. And you guys created it. And I was a big fan before. And then now I'm a part of it. So thank you both equally for creating what is going to be an empire, in my opinion. So that's going to do it for DadBodd's episode number 100. Until episode number 101. Peace. Fuck, wrong one.